When I first met you, I thought I want her to be my best friend because you taught me so much. And I never knew, based on your Instagram post, just how in love you are with the Black culture and your Blackness.
Absolutely. I love being Black. I love being a Black woman, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah. What is it about being a Black woman? Like, okay, let me
because everybody wants to be us.
That's what I was about to say.
You know, they want our legs, our behind, our lips. How many people are all pumped up and, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be us.
Everything we got.
Want everything we got, but don't want us.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
You know? I mean, I teach my son, you know, you must go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. And in a lot of places in this world, we are tolerated and not celebrated.
How do you know the difference between being tolerated and celebrated?
I'm celebrated here. You treated me so kind and welcomed me. But when you go places and they treat you, okay, stand over there, get over there, then that's a place you don't need to be.
Yeah, yeah. You're still touring.
I'm still touring. I'm living my best life right now.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Because here's the thing that people often say about artists who aren't as visual as they used to be. Mm-hmm. They say, well,
they call us has-beens and all of that.
Yeah. What do you say to that?
How can you be a has-been with my career? I have a career. I'm not a fly-by-night artist. I have a career.
Yeah.
So I can go home and sit for another year or two and still come out and sing.
And you do that.
And I do that.
Yeah.
So I never bought into titles because my entire career I was told I was too Black, too this, too that. You know, so I always stayed in my lane and stayed focused. Mm. Like MTV or VH1, they never played my videos.
How did that make you feel, though?
You know, of course you're like, well, why aren't they playing my videos? And then when you're told you're too Black, well, hell, I'm a Black woman, so I can't be anything but Black. You know, and I never knew what that meant, so I just stayed focused on what I wanted to do and what I had to do. And God gave me my talent, so I didn't worry about anybody else.
Yeah. I think that's kind of the difference between being tolerated and celebrated.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
MTV not wanting to play your videos, and you had some fire-ass videos, Stephanie.
I thought I had some pretty good videos, you know, and coming from Broadway, you would think that, because Broadway is called the Great White Way, you know, it's not, I don't think it's for white people, but I just think it's called the Great White Way and always have been. Mm-hmm. So I just think they pick and choose who they wanted to give that platform to. Because if you remember, they had to really fight to get Michael Jackson's videos played. He wanted to call them out for being racist, so they played his videos. But I mean, nothing has changed. If anything, it's gotten worse, I think.
Really? You think it's not gotten better than the 70s and the 60s?
No.
Why not? But look at us. We make money now. We're on TV now. The white man wants to see more and more of us now. No? No? I think in some ways we're celebrated, but in a lot of ways we're still tolerated. Yeah.
Because they get a new one every month or so, you know. They can have Jamie Foxx and he could be popular, and then here comes Kevin Hart and he's popular. We're disposable.
Oh.
I think.
Really?
And I'll explain why. The Rolling Stones can go on tour and they're celebrated. They're not called has-beens, and they don't send them back to square A. Mm. You know, they pay them what they're worth, even though they may not have had a hit record for a long time.
Right.
Diana Ross can do the same thing, but they'll send her back to be in square A.
Even Diana Ross, they will send back to square one?
Even Diana Ross, they will, yeah. You would be surprised. And the difference between playing different places, like, for instance, if there's a black tour at a different function, at a different arena, you know how they open the gates to let people drive in? They don't do that so much with the black artists. And they make some of the black artists go through metal detectors.
Are you serious? So you've had to go through metal detectors?
No, I don't do that. No. If I have to go through a metal detector, then I don't need to be in the building. I'm singing Never Knew Love and Home. I'm not coming to, I don't have a gun on me, or, you know, I'm spreading love. So for you to reduce me to, I've never done that in my whole life. I'll be 63 in March. I've never done that my entire life.
That's a nice looking 63, might I add, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
You won the Apollo 6 times?
6 weeks in a row. And I was 11, not 9.
What did you sing?
Who's Loving You by the Jackson 5 and For Once in My Life.
So you flipped the script a couple of times?
Yeah, yeah.
So who did you lose to on the 6th time, or did they just make you stop coming?
No, I won and then I got a professional week there. I won all 6 weeks. And then I was able to perform with the Isley Brothers and Roberta Flack and James Brown. I got a chance to meet all of those great people.
At the age of 11?
At the age of 11.
Wow. Do you think artists are different than they were? You came up during like the James Brown, the Aretha Franklins. Do you think there's a grand difference from the artists who are popular today versus those popular artists of yesterday?
I think the artists of yesterday had more respect for each other than the artists today. You know, we didn't fight about time and who had more time, who got more space or anything. At least I didn't experience that. I experience that more now than before. But I think we had more respect because we all had fun when we did the Bud Superfest with Nick and Val Ashford and Simpson, Stevie and Luther. We were all on the same show, and we would sit and watch each other
perform.
I
think today's artists watch each other. I think they might.
I don't go to a lot of today's artists.
Do you
shows.
know a lot of? What's your thoughts about the artists of today, in terms of musically?
I don't knock anybody's hustle. You know what I'm saying? I think, but music is not what it used to be. Like I listen to Sirius Radio and I listen to all the old music because it just has the soul and a beat and a rhythm that I just love. Not so much today.
No.
No. Far and few between. Like I love Jasmine Sullivan. Okay. I love India Ari. Her. Oh yes. She has a soul, an old soul.
Cardi B? Okay. Migos? Okay. Lil Baby? Da Baby? Okay. I came with your looks though, Stephanie.
Now, I'm not knocking them.
Right. You're just saying it's not your taste.
It's not my taste.
It's not your taste.
But I listen to Jay-Z. I listen to Snoop. I listen to Tupac. I love Tupac. I listen to them.
Yeah, I heard you say Tupac could have been your boyfriend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, even though I'm so much older than him, but...
He could have
I could have been his boyfriend for... No.
You would have been his sugar mama?
No.
No, you would have been Tupac's sugar mama?
No.
Whose sugar mama would you be?
Nobody's.
Okay.
Nobody's.
You mentioned Snoop, so I want to get this out of the way because you and Snoop are friends.
Well, we're not. He's my brother, I'll say that.
Because he comes to your shows and like...
But I've never met him.
Really?
We've talked on the phone, and when I see things that he says that I like, I'll stand with him. But I've never met him.
Because you did kind of ride for him when he spoke about Gayle King.
I sure did.
But let me say this. Before this Gayle King thing happened with, who was the
Kobe Bryant?
With Lisa Leslie and Kobe.
Yeah.
You and I had a conversation about Gayle King and R. Kelly.
Right.
And you were like, she shouldn't have even done the interview like she did it with R. Kelly.
I didn't mind her doing the interview. What I didn't like about that interview is that when he began to unravel, I felt like she should have just said, turn the cameras off, not allow the public to see him like that. We know he did what he did and all of that, but why beat it down? Why show that? And then with the Lisa Leslie interview, she was totally out of pocket for asking that question because Kobe Bryant he wasn't charged with a crime. He didn't rape anybody. She had sex with 3 other men that day. So what, as fine as Kobe Bryant is, does he really have to rape someone?
Well, I don't think any man really has to rape someone.
I don't believe that he did. Well, he didn't, because he didn't go to trial for it.
Right.
It's just like with Michael Jackson. He went to trial 2 times and was found not guilty. So to do a documentary on Michael Jackson or Kobe Bryant or Russell Simmons, I mean, what about Matt Lauer? What about Charlie Rose? What about all these other people that have done the same, that they claim have done the same thing and are walking free? Right. It's unbalanced. It's just like when Meghan Markle talked about all the negative publicity and people doing all the negative things to her. She said she knew what she was getting into, but she thought it was going to at least be fair. Let's be fair.
Yeah. Do you think there is a plight against black men, to demean the black man, to make sure that his legacy doesn't exist? Because that's what a lot of people are saying now.
Absolutely. I believe that.
Why?
Because the playing field is so lopsided. I mean, even with Kaepernick, I think people lose sight that he kneeled and took a knee because of police brutality against the black man and the black child.
Right.
And now black woman. I mean, I've seen videos where police are brutal to a grandmother, cursing at her, pulling her out of a car. Why do we have to do that? And I never understand why, when a man is already down, why do you have to continue to hit and beat him? He's already down. You subdued him. So now you're really just trying to hurt him.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with that. And even with Kobe Bryant, what about his wife? I never once heard her say, I'm sorry for Vanessa or the children. And now his 17-year-old daughter has to go to school. And somebody's going to come up to her and say, your father's a rapist. I heard that on an interview.
Yeah.
It's not fair. They weren't even born during that time. It's not fair.
You think Snoop Dogg should have apologized? I'm going to say no. That's a no.
I think
silence speaks volumes. Do you think Gail should apologize?
Didn't she? Didn't she come on and say she didn't know about it and you didn't see the whole? I watched the whole interview.
Taking the whole interview in context, then, did you still think it was the wrong thing to do?
I think that she should pray for his family. I think that she should pray for the children and the other beautiful people that died in that. It's not about Gail.
Right.
Why are we talking about her? It's about Kobe Bryant's wife and his children and those other 8 people that lost their life.
Yeah, right.
It's not about her.
Yeah. But on a larger scale and level, black people are saying that Oprah and Gail have collectively kind of brought the black man down.
They have.
You would agree?
I think that they, with her wanting to do a documentary on Russell Simmons, you know, I've met Russell a lot. It has to be fair. It's not fair. Right. It's unbalanced. Do you agree?
I agree. It's definitely unbalanced.
Yes, it's not.
Without
it's not. And see, the thing about it is, how do you know what somebody did if you weren't there?
Yeah,
How do you know what someone has done if you're not there. Our press is so sensationalized, and journalists now are like reality TV people. You know, I come
That's
because
true.
I like you, but I wouldn't let some of those people interview me. I wouldn't sit down with them. I don't have any respect for them.